Hey, YouTube, and anybody who might see this. Just first doing a vlog, filming the scenery rather than myself. Going to talk about the new Doctor Who and the season finale. Season finale first. The season finale. Where do we start? Well, it's more like the whole season, really. The whole last season, people seem surprised that the new Doctor Who is a woman, but I really wasn't. I think they've been hinting at the fact that they were going to change the Doctor to a woman for maybe the past 2 seasons, at least. Certainly the past last season. But the main problem I had with the last season, it's a good season overall, but I just didn't like Bill that much. I mean, Bill was okay, or would have been okay, except for one small thing. The fact that her entire character revolved around, at least to me, seemed to revolve around the fact that she was a black lesbian. She mentioned it enough times, which is fine. I've not got anything against black lesbians, black people, lesbians, whatever. Gay people, obviously I've got nothing against gay people, but it was an entire character. And the reason what made us notice it would be the final episode. It was connected to the first episode. You see, in the first episode she had that crush on that one random person, and she got taken away by that alien spaceship puddle thing. And in the last episode, when Bill was turned into a Cyberman and dying, the person she had a crush on all that time ago, she came back to rescue her and turn her into another puddle alien? I can't remember the terminology that they used, but I think it would have been a much better ending if she had been turned into a Cyberman, kept her humanity, which is fair enough because she did. And don't get me wrong, the acting was good, but I think it was the script that let it down. The acting, she was okay. Her emotions came through really well. Well, you'd be messed up in the head if you... Oh, God damn it. If you if that happened here, you'd be messed up in the head. So I can understand as to why that was a thing. But the fact is, instead, the better ending, I think, would have been if she'd saved the Doctor's life, but died doing it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a companion die. I mean, how? When did they put this thing here? I walked through this field loads of times. When the heck did the... I guess I'll just have to go over the top of it in a moment. Maybe not. What a strange... Oh, great. When did they put that there? I don't know. And I don't even know why you'd have it there. To stop people walking up here? Well, that's a bit late, isn't it, when you're all the way up here? From down there. Anyway, back to Doctor Who. I'll have to double back on myself and cut out through there. Back to Doctor Who though. Where was I? Yeah, I think it would have been a noble sacrifice, but she was essentially saved by a person that they set up. If she'd had a big relationship with her through the series, and then the person had become a space captain and came back to save her after that, but they didn't. They set it up in the first episode of the season. And I mean, just to come back, just to have that one Deus Ex Machina of her being saved. It doesn't sit very well with me, is what I'm saying, that kind of ending. It felt forced, and that's the main problem with it, when these sort of things feel forced. So that's my thoughts on that season. It was a good season, I really liked it. I mean, I liked Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, he was good. He always was. I liked Bill on the whole, but they could have toned down everywhere she went. She was mentioning that she was black or mentioning she was a lesbian, which is fine to be both of those things, but a character has to have more than that going for them. Or at least that's what I would have assumed. I don't know, well, let's be honest, no one's super surprised. You can't be. The BBC's been pushing this political, what's the word I'm looking for? Identity politics for a very long time. So I am not at all surprised that it's finally come to this, and like to her. I'm not going to hold it against the new Doctor Who, the woman, Jodie, is it? Jodie something? Oh, I can't remember the name of. She might be a really good doctor, but from what I'm hearing in interviews and whatnot, it seems to be all about having the first female doctor, and maybe not so much about the best person for the job. Which I feel like that's who they've picked, like a good person for the job. But I've got the lingering doubt in my mind that they may have been picking somebody based on the fact that they wanted to give a female doctor. And it just feels like it's pushing identity politics. That's all I've got to say on the matter. I'm hoping it doesn't ruin the next season of Doctor Who or the Christmas special too much, but the show seems to be, I don't know, going downhill. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. Used to watch the reruns, but it never felt like it's not a show that should be about political agendas. It's a show that should be about fighting Daleks and aliens and all this sort of weird stuff. Some of the stories they had in this season, like the whale creature in the middle of the Thames on the Frosted Lake, that was cool. Oh, no, not the Frosted Lake, it was the freaking river. That was cool though. You know, that kind of monster is a kind of cool creature. But I'm not cool with the identity politics, and that's my perspective on the matter. It's a show that should just not have delve into identity politics. I use it for escapism, a show like Doctor Who. This that is all I've got to say on the matter. Catch you whenever I do another one. Peace out.